It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Florida State's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. Great move. Now he's got room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. Made a defender miss. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. A little screen to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. And they've moved their way down, but still they need 2 more yards. Can they bang it in with the running game on 3rd down? Here we go, here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, no! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, third and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, but basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys.
There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Rolling right and going deep. Going to the sideline, and it's complete, and they got a big play. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Pittman. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. The big tight end, always able to make the
Tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Utah State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Aggies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to San Diego State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quick step and go. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, they make it free. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He's got it, first down and more. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. And he's brought down after a nice gain. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Fletcher. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Hard running there. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to...
And they will score! Touchdown Seminoles! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay a big difference.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson is quick to the line. On third down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Tigers have this offense rolling.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
And that's a live ball. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Tigers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That's caught. It's Fletcher. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Noles have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw again. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Clemson jumps to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Back to pass. It's Feev. Bringing the heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking for a crease. It's Hardy. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll throw it. He knocked him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida, and when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Makes a connection. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Feev. He's got the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing on the run. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Feev. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Between the uprights, it's good. And now they take the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Clemson is quick to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to throw, it's Feev. Quickly complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll try the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Going to swing it on second down. It's complete. And to the end. Touchdown, Tigers. Shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Number 38 sets it, kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has 8. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Feev. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Under fire. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Here's the pressure. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete to the left. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now he's looking into the middle. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Noles! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right spot.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Wants to throw, it's Feev. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Might be looking to run. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Clemson.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yeoman Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Southern Miss. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Seminoles need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Hauls it in, the first down and more. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to keep it in the air. Moving away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receivers.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They've got it to a 2-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Runs through a tackle. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house? With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
52, Florida State, 35.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Back to throw, it's Feev. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clemson is quick to the line. The give from the gun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's Gary. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.